In the vast universe where light and darkness intertwine, there exists a realm where gods and demons coexist. The sun shines brightly over Mount Meru, the sacred home of the gods. It is here, in this realm, that powerful forces, both divine and evil, are born, where every significant event begins. The world is governed by eternal laws, but whenever these forces clash, it leads to cataclysmic battles that can alter the very fabric of the cosmos. Our story begins in a time when the gods must rise to face the forces of darkness. At the heart of this battle is not only power but the values of justice, loyalty, and sacrifice which must be upheld to maintain balance in the universe. Arjuna, one of the 5 Pandavas, is renowned for his unmatched archery skills. He is a talented warrior, but also one who struggles with inner conflict, torn between his duties and personal emotions. His courage is tested during the Kurukshetra war, where he is forced to fight against old friends and loved ones. Krishna, the earthly incarnation of the god Vishnu, is a protector of the universe and Arjuna's guide and companion. Known for his wisdom, Krishna is not just a great warrior but also a teacher whose profound counsel helps Arjuna navigate the darkest moments of the war. Duryodhana, the leader of the Kauravas, is driven by an insatiable desire for power. His determination to seize the kingdom from the Pandavas is the catalyst for the war. While he is the antagonist, Duryodhana's character is complex, shaped by loyalty to his family and a belief in his rightful claim to power. One of the greatest warriors of the Kauravas, Bhishma, is bound by an oath to protect the throne of Hastinapura. He remains loyal to the Kaurava side in the war, despite knowing that the battle is against his own values. His commitment to his family and his oath complicates his position as he understands the tragic cost of this great conflict. Karna, the friend and loyal companion of Duryodhana, is a warrior of unmatched strength and skill. However, his life is shadowed by deep internal struggles. Karna is unaware of his true parentage, and his loyalty to Duryodhana blinds him to the possibility of reconciliation with the Pandavas, particularly with Arjuna, his long-lost brother. His tragic fate is sealed by his unwavering devotion to the Kauravas, despite the inner conflict he feels. The battle begins with a clash of titanic forces on the plains of Kurukshetra. Both sides prepare for a war that will decide the fate of the world. Arjuna, standing on his chariot with Krishna as his charioteer, surveys the battlefield. His heart is heavy, for the faces he sees are not just enemies but old friends, family members, and revered teachers. As the battle unfolds, Arjuna is forced to confront the inevitability of his duty. Krishna, sensing Arjuna's inner turmoil, speaks to him of the duty of a warrior and the importance of upholding righteousness. "You must fight, Arjuna," Krishna says. "This is your Dharma. Do not be swayed by attachment. The outcome is beyond your control. You must stand firm and fulfill your duty as a warrior." Though reluctant, Arjuna listens to Krishna's counsel. With his bow Gandiva in hand, he enters the fray, unleashing a barrage of arrows upon the Kaurava forces. The battle intensifies as Arjuna faces off against Bhishma, his revered teacher, who has sworn to fight for the Kauravas. Bhishma, despite his age and wisdom, fights valiantly to protect Duryodhana's cause. His skill in battle is unmatched, and he strikes fear into the hearts of the Pandavas. Karna, on the other hand, proves to be a formidable foe for Arjuna. The two warriors, linked by fate yet unaware of their true kinship, exchange deadly blows on the battlefield. Karna's loyalty to Duryodhana drives him to fight with unmatched ferocity, but deep within, he struggles with the knowledge of his own tragic past and the sacrifices he has made. The war rages on for days, and as the death toll rises, both sides suffer immense losses. Bhishma, the mighty protector of the Kauravas, is struck down by Arjuna after a fierce battle. Even as he falls, Bhishma's commitment to his duty remains unwavering. His death marks a pivotal moment in the war, as it shifts the balance of power in favor of the Pandavas. Karna, still loyal to Duryodhana, continues to fight with honor, even as his life begins to unravel. He faces Arjuna in a final, decisive battle. With Krishna's guidance, Arjuna uses his skill and the divine powers granted to him to defeat Karna, sealing the fate of the Kauravas. As the battle draws to a close, Duryodhana, realizing the extent of the destruction his ambition has caused, faces the inevitable end. The Kaurava forces are decimated, and the Pandavas, though victorious, are left to mourn the countless lives lost in the war. The death of Bhishma, Karna, and countless others is a heavy burden they must carry for the rest of their lives. With the war finally over, the Pandavas return to their kingdom, but the victory feels hollow. The devastation wrought upon the land, the lives lost, and the families torn apart cannot be undone. The final lesson of the Kurukshetra war is one of sacrifice. It shows that even the most righteous cause comes at a cost, and that victory does not always bring peace. As Krishna departs, leaving Arjuna and his brothers to rebuild their kingdom, he imparts one last piece of wisdom. The battle is not always won by the strongest, but by those who understand their Dharma and fight with pure hearts. Never forget that your actions shape the world around you. The war may have ended, but the lessons learned from the Kurukshetra battlefield resonate through the ages. The story of Arjuna, Krishna, Duryodhana, Bhishma, and Karna teaches that the true battle lies within each of us. The struggle between good and evil, duty and desire, and sacrifice and glory. In the end, the story of Kurukshetra reminds us that every battle, whether external or internal, leaves its mark. The true measure of a warrior is not found in the number of victories won, but in the wisdom gained from the struggle. As long as we remember the lessons of the past, we can rise above the darkness and continue to fight for what is just.